All praises. Zebulon did a lot of amazing works in the gospel. They did a lot of our transport overseas. What about you, sis? What's your race? Say, y'all sisters. All praises. So what should y'all do now? Cousin or close friend? Cousin? Okay, Deuteronomy 10:12. So what should y'all do now? After the whole matter, what is you know you Zebulon and Gad? What is that going to do for you now?
Go to my mom. She's the pastor. I'm going to tell her to learn that I'm a dad. And American.
Okay.
And I'm going to teach her things.
You know what you need before you do that? Before you step to assistant pastor, even though that's your mother, you know what you need? You need to know how to be able to defend yourself. Deuteronomy 28:15. I'm gonna show you how we know, and then y'all can go. Deuteronomy 28:15. I'm gonna show you how we know where both of y'all from. Watch this, read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
So the book of Deuteronomy was written to who? The Israelites, right? Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses wrote to the children of Israel. He spoke to the children of Israel. If y'all don't do observe all God's commandments, curses will come upon us as a people. Is a curse something good or bad? It's bad, right? Name one bad thing that happened to the Native Americans that you're familiar with. That's a big one. That's a big one. A lot of Native Americans, you don't even know who they are no more because they thinking they Negro. A lot of them dead. A lot of them dead. What about you, Savon? Because she gave one, Ayana gave one. What do you think is one of the... Huh? Yeah, Tapas Hondurans. What happened to the Hondurans that was so bad?
Honduras is a bad place in general. Like, there's a lot of, it's a high
Crime rate? Yeah. Man, what happened in 1492? Who came over there? Christopher Columbus came over there and cleared it out. Raped, robbed our people. Watch this though. Moses told us if we broke God's commandments, look what happened to us. Go to verse 32 first. Verse 32, read.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
So when the Spaniards, when they came against the so-called Hondurans, did they have any might to fight them off? What ended up happening ultimately? They ended up taking over. Same thing with the so-called Native Americans, with the tribe of Gad. That's what they do, divide and conquer, just like they try to do just now today. Trying to tell y'all we teach you evil. Right, listen, we don't give a damn about y'all evil, bro. We trying to raise up our people.
It's just like, it's not a matter of we're giving it to them, but it's like even with it.
You know why? Because they're used to this. Go to verse 48. This is what they're used to. Read. Look what God told us, our people. And you're going to see how this don't apply to every other race. Read verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
God said because we broke his commandments, we will serve our enemies. Enemies, or I'll say this another way, friends wouldn't put friends on slave ships. Come on now.
Bring it out.
A slave? Y'all familiar with how slavery really went? I'm talking about you stacking people up like sardines for a year and a half. What happens every month to a woman? They get what? They get their period. So if you on a boat for a year and a half with no hygiene products, people got to use the bathroom, and you getting raped by slave masters, people having babies and periods stacked on top of each other. What happens if you at the bottom of the bunk? You getting it all. So, sometimes we so used to being oppressed, we don't really think mentally like, damn, I'm on a boat for a year and a half in darkness, getting thrown up on, smelling pee, smelling poop, women's periods coming on every other month. Because there was women on the boat too. We was all on the boat together. Everybody was on that boat. Watch this, read. You're reading.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy.
God called them our enemies, not us. That's not our propaganda. The Bible said it, so we repeat it because that's what God told us to do. Read.
Which the Lord shall sin against thee.
And that's why we don't show any hatred towards them. Because what happens? Who did it?
Which the Lord shall sin against thee.
Because ultimately, God sent them against us. Let's see who's paying attention. Why did he do it though? You're following God's commandments. Keep reading.
And hunger. And hunger.
You gonna serve them in hunger? Where that food coming from? What's in that thing right there? That's food or clothes? Where that food came from? Read it again. We gonna do what?
And hunger.
You're gonna serve our enemies in hunger. That's what it said. Read it one more time from the top.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall sin against thee. And hunger.
In hunger. Meaning what? Whatever you go to consume, whether it's food or water, our people do not own that. We serving the same people who put us in slavery for food. And in what? Read?
And thirst.
In water. If you have a child right now, yeah, you can breast milk to a certain extent, but even when you switch to regular milk, you got to go to your same enemies to even feed your own child. Read.
And nakedness.
What?
And nakedness.
We in a strip mall right now full of a bunch of clothes. The clothes on my back, the clothes on y'all back. Do we make these clothes? But where are we at right now? Who's paying for it? Whose name is on it? There you go. And don't get it twisted. China had a part in our slavery too. But a lot of the times we so indoctrinated with Thomas and Caesar and Carl and all the other different images they give us. Because you type in Jesus, you ain't gonna see no China man. This is the image that people have seared in their head. You notice when the brother, the dude came up arguing, he didn't say nothing about the Arabs. He wasn't arguing about no Arabs. He wasn't arguing about the Chinese or the Japanese. He was worried about what we got to say about his race.
That's right.
And a lot of times, that's the biggest stronghold we have as a people. Not so much the Arabs and the Chinese, even though they did evil too. It's the other race, right?
And one of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Run it back. And then what? Listen up, y'all. What it say? And what?
And one of all things.
And one of all things. What does that sound like to y'all? If you got to go to the other race for and one of all things, how deep do you think all things go to? And yeah, and one of all things, you must go to your enemies. A relationship with who? Close. Who they say this is? If you Google this, right? If you Google Jesus on the face of the earth, this guy gonna pop up. I can ask, brother, who is this? That's Cristo. You don't know. I like that answer. Because look, check it out. We even gotta go to our enemies for a relationship with a God that ain't ours.
Yeah, bring it up.
You good. But what's the point though? What's the point? What's the point, Ayana? I want to hear you say it. What's your race? Zebulon. From what nation? The nation of Israel. You're from the nation of Israel.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom. What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community.
Be strong in the